Check in with Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Oliver Smith with another look at some of our conditions. Great looking dog there, and yeah. I know today probably wouldn't make the best day to go walk your dog, but how are those conditions looking?
Yeah, definitely not the best weather for that, but definitely want the rain jacket on your dog for today. But rain totals so far have been pretty light, less than 1/10 of an inch along Interstate 5, about 1,500 so far since midnight over in Brookings. So we're going to continue to add on to these totals throughout the day. The steadier rain now has pushed east of the Rogue Valley, now into the Cascades at this time. We're starting to see more activity east of the Cascades at this time, and already starting to see some broken precipitation along the Oregon coast, so more or less in the form of showers. For today, we're looking at high temperatures into the 50s east of the Cascades and west of the Cascades. The closest we'll get to 60 would be Medford at 59. Doesn't mean that we won't actually get to 60, but most of us are just going to stay into the 50s for today. National Weather Service does have a winter weather advisory for the Oregon Cascades into the Siskiyou Mountains above 5,000 feet. So that's starting in effect from pretty much now through 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. How much snow are we going to be looking at throughout the region? Well, we're going to be looking at light amounts, hardly anything. East side passes, less than an inch for some locations. But as we go into the Oregon Cascades, the bigger spots, the higher elevations like Crater Lake and Diamond Lake, you're going to definitely have some pretty impactful snow. Lake of the Woods, not so much. Most of this will actually be melting as it falls initially, and most of all of this will be falling tonight into early tomorrow. So we could be looking at also maybe 3 to 4 inches for Mount Ashland. Now for tonight, we're going to be looking at showers all throughout our region. Temperatures into the mid-30s east of the Cascades. 39 is the forecast though for Mount Shasta City, and 47 degrees for both Brookings and Medford. So our stormcast showing the rain that we have right now pushes off east of the Cascades. We'll be looking at showers as we go throughout the remainder part of the day today. And then notice there's a lot more blue into the Cascades because snow levels will finally start to come down a bit more for tonight and into tomorrow. So we'll be looking at a lot more snow, especially some of those locations we were just talking about. Now for tomorrow, we'll still have plenty of showers and even that chance of thunderstorms all throughout the day. And then things calm down a little bit for Saturday before we get another little wave of moisture moving in along the Oregon coast early in the morning, and then eventually moving into the Rogue Valley and the rest of the region throughout the afternoon. Not a real significant rain or snow producer in that sense. And then by the time we get to Sunday, things calming down overall quite nicely. Now in terms of how much rain are we going to be looking at, or at least water in terms between now and Friday night, maybe up to 2 inches along the Cascades, an inch to an inch and a half along the Oregon coast. So that'll definitely be a good soaking rain for your lawn or your garden. And for the Rogue Valley, maybe a 2/10 of an inch. So not exactly a significant soaker, but hey, this is good news either way. We could still use the rain. So we're going to keep the rain in the effect for the next couple of hours. It does decrease and then pick back up later this evening. So here's your forecast for the Oregon coast. Temperatures staying into the 50s for the next several days, 40s for overnight lows. No real dry day in sight. Northern California, you'll have some dry days beginning on this weekend. Temperatures go back into the 60s, but we'll have 50s for today and tomorrow with showers. For the Klamath Basin, showers and maybe some thunderstorms again for tomorrow. Cool overnight lows into the 30s, and then temperatures going back and forth between the 50s and 60s early next week. Cascades, we'll be looking at some snow, especially again at the highest elevations, especially above about 5,000 feet. And then we'll stay fairly active into early next week as well. Here in the Rogue Valley, cool for the next couple of days. If you want warmer temperatures, I'll have to wait until this weekend, and then Tuesday we could be back towards 70.